Okay, we'll take a look at the Gemstone brochure for this year, 2024. It's a brand that I've had a little dabble with, but I don't propose to be a massive expert. But I do hear good things about the pieces. I don't hear many people grumble about their effects. The only thing I would say is just pay attention to the prices in the shops, folks, and do your research. I'll comment on a few later on in terms of prices. I mean, at the end of the day, I suppose it's all subjective, and if you think it's a good firework, you'll pay the money. But certainly, if you're a bit savvy, you can probably pick things up cheaper at certain places. So yeah, definitely do your research, folks, before you buy. So you got the fireballs there. I'd like to try them. They've got their own take on like the modern day ones with the like mini fountain effects. They do their own version of Frosty the Fountain. Obviously, there are many incarnations of it. Just, yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. I would imagine you will find these lower than the recommended retail prices, folks. In quite a few places. It'd be interesting what the recommended retail price is on Obliviate. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. That's one in particular. Again, are you going to pay nearly 30 quid for 5 shots? You're not, are you? Please tell me you're not. Be very interesting to see what they actually retail at. Got a nice little selection pack there. If it has got purple in, that would be quite nice to see. Yeah, interesting on the prices here. I just don't think they should be anywhere near those price points personally. Got the slightly bigger selection boxes here. The only thing with their selection boxes, a lot of them double up in their selection boxes. I was really intrigued when they first came out, and then I just noticed, these are for, little gardens. You're not going to fire two in a row in your small garden displays. You're going to find one after another, but if they're the same thing, I don't know how that would quite go down. You might start to lose people's attention, certainly with kids, if you're firing a lot of the same effects. Got a little pyro crate there, pyro party. I'm always interested to know if these are like exactly the same as these individual cakes they change and they've just rewrapped them, or whether they are actually a specifically different firework. That would be really interesting to know. If anyone's fired them, stick them in the comments, folks. Help out your fellow pyros. Now, yeah, I would imagine the 3 gems and the 4 gems will be the same as, what was it called now? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. I wonder if they're exactly the same. And then they were the 4 elements previously, so I'm wondering if they are the same or not. If they are the same, decent. Not going to set the world on fire, but decent performance. Got the Cobalt pack there. Yeah, I've certainly seen that below £100. I'm sure I've seen that around 70 quid. So you can get an idea for the potential price differences here, folks. Smoke flares again. Yeah, probably about on price point they are. Starting to go into some rockets. Can't comment on them. It'd be interesting if they are like the Scream rockets from Classic of old. Breakout rockets, I hear good things about those. They're your Hawk type variants, but again, would you be paying 50 quid for them when you can get Warhawks between 15, 20 quid? No, and I would suggest they're probably not at that price point anyway in the shops. Again, can't comment on any of these packs, folks, whether they're new or not. I don't really know. And then you've got the slightly bigger ones. Now, from recollection, they had quite decent pro effects in them, if I remember correctly. They caught my attention. But you're going to pay a price for them. I mean, really, for a rocket like that, I suppose around 20, 25 quid per rocket would be decent. So if you're paying that price, then obviously not. Oh. Nuclear strobe. I'm going to have to watch the video on that, folks. It can't be a strobe rocket, surely. I'm sure they're banned because they're very, very, very noisy if they are. I'll have to check that out, folks. I'm intrigued by that. And if they are what I think they are, I'll have to buy some. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, new series. Here we go. What the? A new series for 2024. Let's have a look at these then. 16 shot, 25 shot, 36 shot, 100 shot. Wonder if that's a bit like Diamond Fireworks' Giant 16. Is it Giant 25, Giant 36? I wonder. I wonder indeed. Someone would have to compare those. Some of these aren't new, I don't think. That one looked okay, I think, from previous ones. And these are quite good value for money. I see these going at fairly decent prices. I'm sure they're less than 100 quid. I could be wrong. But certainly if you want some duration and whatnot, and for your main display, they don't have to be for gender reveal. You can chuck those into your display. I know the cricket club I'm doing this year's, they've used gemstone in the past and been absolutely fine with it. Smoke titanium. Oh, it's a daytime firework. Interesting. I have to have a look at that one. They tend to be very expensive though. Daytime fireworks. Phantom's been out a few years. That's one's always evaded me. I've always wanted that mine. Purple detonation, just because it's got purple in, a bit of non-standard colour. And that's the good thing about gemstone, to be fair to them, yeah. They do tend to find themselves into the budget end of the market, certainly with the shops. However, they do have a lot of non-standard colour in their pieces, which is fantastic. So cakes and barrages continued. So you got the missile cake there, Crazy Clown. I'm sure I had my eye on that. I'm sure you can get it a lot cheaper as well. I'm sure you can get it under 20 quid. Blue Blaze, yeah, nothing else sort of springs to mind. Now, here we go. So, Obliviate is the one in question. I've had my eye on that for many years. The only problem is it's a bit out of my way to get to any shop that sort of sells it. I'm pretty sure when it first came out, I've seen them for 25 quid. I've certainly seen them for 35 quid, but I've also seen them for 60 quid. And this is where you got to really do your research, folks. I would be a little disappointed if I paid 60 quid for that. I would be over the moon if I paid 35 quid for it, if you can find it at that price point. So yeah, just pay attention to the recommended retail prices and what they're actually selling for, certainly in the shops. I want to say Boom Fireworks in Manchester is probably a good one. Not sure if they sell them at Anfield Fireworks or not. But certainly I've seen some other shops, and I won't name them. It's not really fair, but I'm sure I've seen that at 60 quid in some shops. So just be careful, folks. I'm sure that was on Facebook. I saw that. But yeah, lovely piece. Some nice sort of comet tails in a fanned V, which definitely caught my eye. If you like your noise, Big Boom. I've seen that one fired. Very, very, very noisy. Salutes. The rest I can't really comment on. Madbox is quite good. Not sure on the others. I hope they've not got rid of Relentless. Here we go. Turbo. Can't comment on those, folks. Not sure what they do. They've got loads and loads. Now Nebula is a strange one for me. I have seen 2 different videos for the same firework. The first video I've seen, which might have been the China video, to be fair, looked absolutely outstanding. Some of the other videos, it seems like the effects aren't quite the same. So I don't know if they've tweaked it. So if you get sort of like the old batch of Nebula, you probably get onto a winner. The newer batches, I'm not quite so sure on, folks, from the videos I've seen. Be interesting how that Willow box stacks up. I mean, the 1.3G effects, so you're not going to go far wrong with them. Just again, pay attention to the prices, folks. I'm sure Nebula's around the £100 mark. But do your research. These are amazing. Gargantuan, I've seen the video for. Absolutely fantastic pieces. Absolutely fine at sort of more professional, organised displays. You can't really go wrong with them. That one in particular, fantastic. And I think I've seen this one. The video for Euphoria looks absolutely outstanding as well. So yeah, these two in particular, they look amazing on the videos I've seen. They do some absolute beasts here, don't they? What's the NEC on them? Yeah, I mean, look at that. You're almost on the limit. Nearly 4 kilos NEC in those. You're not going to go wrong with those. 4 kilos of 1.3G effects. Superb. I've not seen the videos, but I'm sure they'll be capable of knocking people's socks off. And introducing Black Scorpion. Not sure on this one. What are these? Why are these different? Why is there a different label? Black Scorpion. So you got some that are 1.4G and some that are 1.3G. Don't get it. Are they low noise? Are they high noise? Not sure. Certainly trying to appeal towards youngsters, aren't they, with their designs and the imagery. But yeah, 1.4. So yeah, you're going to have to be careful what you pick, I suppose. Depends what the effects are, to be fair. Yeah, it doesn't really tell you what the effects are, but they've all got QR codes, so you could go through them at your leisure if you wanted. I just don't have the time, folks, anymore. There's a take on Venom there. Interesting. Yeah, the artwork looks very similar to... I wonder if they're the same factory. Very similar artwork to Cube. Interesting. And you got the Beast compound there, 1.3G. 3 kilos NEC. Should be all right. And that's it, folks. That's your lot. So I don't know what you think, personally. Like I say, they've never really disappointed, Gemstone. And yeah, you can get some at quite good price points. So yeah, just shop around, folks, is all I'd say. But thanks for watching.